With the announcement of the Kotor remake, we now have a couple questions that need to be answered. So, for two of the videos, which this is the first video, and the second video is probably going to be coming next week, I'm going to answer two of the major questions that I think I have for the Kotor remake, and I think that some of you guys might have for the Kotor remake. So in this video, the first question that we have is, why did Sony make this a Sony? Why did Lucasfilm make a deal with Sony or something to make this a Sony exclusive? And what could this mean for the future of Star Wars gaming and exclusives? Because now that we have one game that's going to be an exclusive, we know that they could follow a pattern. Maybe we're going to get another game that's going to be like an Xbox exclusive or something. So that's basically what I'm going to do in this video. So stick around, and that's what basically I'm going to do. So a couple announcements before I start the video. Number one, Star Wars Visions has come out, and tomorrow I'm going to be making my Star Wars Visions episode 1 through 4 review. And second announcement is that my Everything You Need to Know Before Watching Star Wars Visions video has 119 views. So that is a lot for me, so please go check that video out, so we can get that to even higher and maybe even get that to 150. So that's all the announcements. Now I'm going to head straight into the video. So if you don't know what the Kotor remake is, then I have a whole video going over it, which I'll link in the description. So if you're still here, that means you've probably heard of the Kotor remake. So the Kotor remake is going to be a remake of the original Kotor released in, I think it was like the I think it was somewhere in the 90s, maybe late 80s or something. And now we are getting a remake. But there is a catch with the good news that we are getting a Kotor remake. This is going to be a PS5 exclusive. So that is very much a bummer for all Xbox fans and people who don't have a PS5, because right now nobody has a PS5. So I know you're probably thinking is that, well, I don't have a PS5, so I guess I'm never going to be able to play this game. Well, the thing is that this game is going to be coming out in, I guess, around 2023, the earliest, because EA's executive deal is still going on until 2023. So basically that means that EA is the only publisher that can make Star Wars games until 2023, besides LEGO games, which are under a different license, and then Star Wars Hunters is, since it's a mobile game, it's under a different license also. So that means a full-fledged release on consoles, it can only be until 2023 is the earliest that this game could be released. So taking that into consideration, because there are some other games that might be a little bit more important than this game, like the rumored Mandalorian game that we could be getting, then this game is probably going to be 2023 or 2024 release. So by then, if you are into PlayStations, then you will probably have a PS5. But for all our Xbox fans, no way for us to get it unless you have a gaming PC also, because this might go to PC after releasing, so maybe like a couple months later after releasing on the PlayStation 5, it's probably going to come to PC. But, you know, if you wanted to get it right after release, then sadly you will have to have a PlayStation 5. So first, all Xbox fans, by then the Xbox Series X and /S are probably going to be the main console that is going to be playing around. So I kind of doubt that they are going to bring this to the Xbox. I really hope they do, because I'm an Xbox player, and I guess eventually the Xbox Series X/X will be the main console that everybody's using. So that's going to be such a bummer if you spend a lot of money, you spend like whatever, $700 for an Xbox Series X, and then you realize, oh wait, I can't play this game. I can't play this game now. All you'd be able to play would be, like, I guess we're gonna say Battlefront 3 if it ever comes out, or Jedi Fallen Order 2 whenever that comes out. So that is the bummer of the PlayStation 5. Now I'm going to go to what this could mean for the future of Star Wars gaming. So we know that the reason why this is probably happening is because Sony probably approached Lucasfilm saying, hey, we want to advertise the PS5, and since Star Wars is a huge franchise, let's get a Star Wars game only for the PS5. So Lucasfilm was just thinking, they were going down their list, they were like, nope, not Jedi Fallen Order 2, that's too big of a game, nope, not this game. Then they just found a game, how about this game? So then I guess Kotor was that game that they thought would be good for a PS5, which honestly was kind of a mistake, because if you're like me, if you've never played the original Kotor, then like, what are you supposed to do? The original Kotor is outdated, so we really want to play this game. They could have done some other game like Star Wars Hunters. Like, nobody really cares about Star Wars Hunters. So that's probably what happened. So now we get Star Wars Hunters for the PS5. Now, for the future of Star Wars gaming, first of all, we do have the Star Wars Hunters as a Switch exclusive, but the reason why that is because, first of all, Nintendo probably approached Disney to ask for a Star Wars game on the Switch, and also Star Wars Hunters was not a release that anybody was really asking for. Like Jedi Fallen Order 2 and Battlefront 3 and the Kotor remake, people were asking for these games for like years and years. So that means that now that they have all the hype up, they decided we can advertise for the PlayStation 5. PlayStation could do that. But Star Wars Hunters, since it's not such a big release, it was more of just, it was a mobile game, and then, you know, it's mostly for handheld devices. Like, if you're playing on the actual Joy-Cons for the Switch or whatever, the tablet thingy or whatever, then that's more of like a handheld game. So that game is going to be optimized for handheld use. Now, for the future of Star Wars gaming, it could mean there are always rumors spreading around that the Mandalorian game, the rumored Mandalorian game that we are getting, is going to be a Xbox exclusive, which may sound good at first, but then for our PlayStation fans, you know, because I'm an Xbox player, but still no hard feelings for PlayStation players. I still respect when people play on PlayStation, so you know, all those PlayStation players are not going to have a chance to play the Mandalorian game, which could be, for me, it sounds like a great idea as a game. Like, I would definitely play that game. It's a great idea of a game. So, the future of Star Wars gaming could not be looking bright for what they could be doing for, like, saying advertising. So, say Xbox is going to pay them more money if they do it as an exclusive. So, now people are going to have to go buy their Xbox Series Y or something. I don't know what they're going to have in the future. The Xbox Series something. I don't know. They're just going to keep choosing letters. And then next Sony's going to do, oh, hey, we have the PlayStation 7 coming out or PlayStation 100 coming out. Why don't you go advertise for this? And then we're going to get Nintendo going for the UE or whatever. I don't know what they're, the Switch OLED thingy. So that means that as we get to the newer gen consoles, and they're going to be expensive at first, and nobody's really going to want to get it. So now they're just going to take good games and make them exclusives. So for Jedi Fallen Order 2 and Battlefront 3, because they're such big games, I do not think that Lucasfilm would be foolish enough to do that for an exclusive, especially since so many players love these games, and actually they make more money in the end game. They make more money if they do it on both consoles and for PC. If they do it for all the consoles, then they'll make more money, because now it's just not just PlayStation fans who are buying it. Then you also have the Xbox people. Like, personally, for KOTOR, like, I'm not going to be able to get the game unless it eventually comes to Xbox. And if it would come to Xbox, it would come to Xbox Series X. So that just eliminates a bunch of Xbox fans who don't want to, if they just went out, like I said earlier, if they just went out and bought the $700 Xbox Series X, then now they're not going to go out and buy like a PC or a PS5 or something. So that eliminates a whole bunch of people. So as the future may be dark for Star Wars gaming and the greediness of companies that want to get exclusives, still, in the end, Lucasfilm is making more money if they do it for more platforms. So that's basically everything explained on why Sony or Lucasfilm could be making this decision to make the KOTOR remake an exclusive for the PlayStation 5, and how this could mean for the future of Star Wars gaming, like Jedi Fallen Order 2, and maybe even a Republic Commando remake if we ever get that, because that was a pretty popular game. So if you enjoyed this video, I guess like and subscribe so you know when we get some more news of this KOTOR remake, because we're probably going to get some news next year at Star Wars Celebrations. So, hope you enjoyed this video, and bye.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
So be it, Jedi.